Hello everyone. Hello guys. How are you guys on today? Well, guess what? Guess what time it is? It is story time with Miss Doris. I have an excited book to read to you guys on today. I'm so excited to read you guys a book on this beautiful Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, and guess what? Our guest Muppet Puppet is going to be again Doggy the Puppet. This is Puggy the Puppet Dog. This is Pudgy. And our book we're going to be reading today, we had a special request, but I didn't have the book. Mary Had a Little Lamb. But the closest thing I got to the book was Lamb Says Boo. Lamb Says Boo. And this book is dedicated to Royce on today. Royce requested a special book, but this is the closest book I can get to it, so I hope you enjoy the book reading today, Royce. Well, guess what? I'm going to go ahead on and get started. I would like to greet everyone all over the world. I would like to say hello to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some, good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris, and I'm so excited you are tuning in to story time with Miss Doris. I'm going to go ahead on and get started. Excuse me, I'd like to give a couple of shout outs to you guys that are tuning in or that's going to be tuning in later on in the video. Welcome to story time with Miss Doris. I'd like to give a shout out to Melanie Escarod, Emma Nottage. Hello guys, how are you guys on today? Chantel, Young Pizzo, hello. I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday on today. Melody and Anna. I'd like to give a special shout out to Baby Quan. Baby Quan, as of today, is our youngest story time follower. Baby Quan is our youngest story time follower. Hello, Lily, and welcome to story time with Miss Doris. Take care of that little handsome Baby Quan. He's our youngest story time follower as of today. I'm so excited. You guys keep on sharing those story time videos. I'd like to give a shout out to PLCC family. Hello guys, how are you? I hope you're having an awesome day on today. Hello BJ, hello brother Ruben, hello brother Artist. I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday on today. J Marie, Lakeisha, Erica, Janelle, Rose, hello guys. I love all of you guys. Hello Tasha. Hello, Tasha. How are you on today? Praying for you, Tasha. Hello, Deborah. Hello, everybody all over the world. You guys are awesome. Well, guess what? Let's go ahead and get ready for that story time song. Well, hey, once you're doing that song, make sure, there it goes. Make sure you're practicing safety first at all times. I want to hear you guys singing really loud. Story time. It's story time. Hello and welcome to story time. She'll read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. I love that song. Tell you all just what to do. I can hear you singing. I know you're singing really loud. I know you're singing loud, Shakana, Sophia, and Royce. Hello. It's story time. Story time with Miss Doris. She'll read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. Hey, you guys were awesome. That's an awesome song. Well, guess what? Go ahead on and have a seat while Miss Doris reads you a story. Let me turn the music down just a tad bit. Today's story we're going to be reading is Lamb Says Boo. Lamb Says Boo. Let's get started. Go ahead on. Have a seat. Enjoy your lunch while Miss Doris read you a story on today. Lamb Says Boo, written by Catherine Soley, illustrated by Gail Ural. Lamb says boo. Bob moo oink, near ma. What a racket. It was springtime and it was very, very noisy on the farm. All the mothers were calling their new babies. All young animals were playing noisy, noisy games. Except for the quiet lamb, she said, "Bah," in such a little voice that no one noticed her. Story time with Miss. We read to you, sing to you, tell you all just what to do. Sing to you, tell you all. One day, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf were on their way to the farmyard to play. "Where are you going?" asked Quiet Lamb in her little voice, but they were making too much noise to hear the lamb. Lamb followed along behind. Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf were still making a racket as they passed Goose on their way through the gate. They made such a racket that they woke up the little goslings. "Hello, Royce. Hello, Royce. Guess what, Royce? Well, I didn't have to book Mary Had a Little Lamb, but guess what? The closest book we came to it was Lamb Says Boo." Lamb says boo. So I hope you enjoy this story, Royce. This is as close as we can get, but I'm going to find that book for you. I promise. Goose was very, very angry, but quiet. "You noisy animals," she hoinked, pecking at them and flapping her wings. Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf ran past the goose. But Quiet Lamb stayed where she was. She was too scared to run past the goose. Goose glared at her. Lamb decided to go a long way around to the farmyard on her own. Hello and welcome to Storytime with Miss Doris. By the time Lamb trotted into the farmyard, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf were deciding what game to play. "Let's play hide and seek," said Piglet, who had the loudest voice. "Bah, bah," said the quiet little lamb in a tiny little voice. "Can I join in?" But no one heard her. "I'll see the seeker," said Fowl, who was the oldest. "You all hide in the farmyard while I count to 10, and then I'll come and find you." But they never heard the little lamb. Her voice was so tiny and quiet. Story time with this is story time. Fowl started counting and the animals all ran off to hide. 1, 2, Goat hid in the stable where there was a tasty hay net hanging up. 3, 4, Piglet ran to the barn and jumped into the straw hills. 5 and 6. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Sorry, hold on. 5 and 6, Calf hid behind the hen house. 7 and 8, and Lamb ran to the dog kennel and hid inside. 9 and 10, ready or not, here I come. Fowl lied loudly. Excuse me. Story time with Miss. It's story time. Story time with Miss. It's story time. First, Fowl found Colt because she was munching so loudly. Then she found Piglet who squealed when the straw tickled her. Next, she found Calf, who couldn't help mooing to herself, but Lamb was so quiet that none of them could find her. As they passed Lamb hiding place, she overheard them talking. Lamb is so quiet, said Calf. She wouldn't say boo to a goose, said the goat. They couldn't find the lamb. Can you find where the lamb is? I bet you can. There goes the little lamb, hiding out, but no one could find her. She was very, 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 very quiet, and no one could find her. After a while, Lamb couldn't hear any noise outside the kennel. She peeped out and looked around. There was no one there. Piglet, goat, fowl, and calf had given up looking for the lamb and had gone home. Oh my goodness. Lamb went back to find the field alone and a long way around to avoid Goose. She thought about what Goose had said. Bah, she said quietly. Boo, she tried instead. It's okay, little lamb. Hopefully they'll find you soon. Just too quietly. The next morning, Lamb joined Piglet, Goat, and Fowl, and Calf on their way to the farmyard. As usual, they were making a terrible racket, and unusual Geese was angry when they woke her goslings. Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf ran past grumpy Goose, but Lamb hung back. She took a tiny step toward Goose, and looking at her feet, she whispered, Boo. Goose stopped flapping and honking and looked at Lamb. Speak up, said Goose. Bah, bah, boo, said the lamb in a waddly voice. Oh my goodness, she has to get really, really loud there, little lamb. Goose, hopefully Goose is going to help her out. She needs to make a loud sound because her voice is too tiny. Did you say boo? Asked the goose, surprised. The others said, I wouldn't say boo to a goose, said Lamb. Goose honked and with laughter. That's a way of saying that you are quiet, she told the lamb. I just want them to notice me, said Lamb sadly. You need to speak up a little, said Goose, and they need to hear more quiet. Then Goose had an idea. Hopefully Goose is going to help you out, little lamb. I hope so, because your voice is too tiny and quiet. The next day, Lamb was at the front of the noisy crowd of animals on their way to the farmyard. When she reached Goose, she stopped and said very, very quietly, so she wouldn't wake the goslings, Boo! Okay, you're getting there, little lamb. Still needs a lot more work. Hello, Shakana. Hello, Shaquavia. Welcome to Storytime. Hope you're having an awesome lunch. The other animals stopped and went very, very quiet. What will Goose do? They wondered, but Goose just smiled at Lamb and waved her wings. Lamb trotted through the farmyard gate. One by one, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf copied Lamb, stopping in front of Goose and whispering, Boo, very, very quietly. One by one, Goose waved them past with a smile. There they go. Very, very quietly. When they reached the farmyard, Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf crowded around Lamb. I didn't think you'd dare to say boo to that grumpy goose, said Goat. Goose doesn't mind you saying boo, explained Lamb, as long as you say it quietly. Goose is only grumpy when you wake her goslings. From then on, Lamb played noisy games with Piglet, Goat, Fowl, and Calf in the farmyard. But whenever they passed Goose and her goslings, they were all sure to be quiet as a lamb. Whoa. Okay, little lamb, I guess you were quiet for a reason. The end. The end. Wow, that was an awesome story. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Lamb says boo. I hope you enjoyed the story, Royce. I couldn't find Mary Had a Little Lamb, but guess what? This was as close as a lamb as we could get for our story time. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. Lamb says boo. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for sitting so attentively in story time with Miss Doris. Remember, you're not feeling well. Always let someone know, and they would take really good care of you. And when you're out playing, or if you're in the farmyard playing with your toys or your animals, your pets, make sure that you are sanitizing your hands at all times. Sanitizing your hands that's a form of killing germs that's on your hands that are not supposed to be there. And when you're out in public with mom and dad, or with your cousins or TT or Papa, make sure you're wearing your mask at all times. It's imperative that you wear your mask. We are still practicing safety first. You guys are awesome on today. Thank you so much for tuning in with Story Time with Miss Doris. And Pudgy, the puppet dog, wants to say bye to you. And don't forget, we also have a smile. Remember, oh, thank you, Royce. Okay, wow, you had it. Wow, Royce, you know Sophia? Oh my goodness, I bet you guys are close friends. You played hide and seek with Miss Princess Sophia. I didn't know you guys knew each other. That's awesome. It's a small world after all. That's awesome. I hope you had lots and lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Remember, if you're not smiling on today, Miss Doris and our Pudgy the Muppet Dog has a smile for you. Remember to smile. Smiling makes you feel better. But if you're not smiling, once you see our smile, I hope it puts a smile on your face. Take care. God bless you all.